Louis Safi is a spokesman for the opposition Syrian National Coalition. He joins us here in the studio. And Louis, thank you again for coming in. You told me last night that you were keen on the U.S. intervening militarily in Syria. Are you disappointed that the U.S. president has decided to seek congressional approval before taking any such action?
Quite surprised that the president came on air to acknowledge that he has the legal authority and the moral responsibility to respond, but then passing that on to the Congress. And I'm also puzzled why he would come on air. Nobody was expecting him to come on air to say, I'm going to wait until tomorrow the Congress deliberate on that issue. So this is quite interesting. Definitely people of Syria will feel that this is an action that's going to encourage, and the death will continue in Syria because of the failure of the leadership in the United States to act decisively at this point.
You were hoping that the U.S. president was going to say when this strike was going to happen, if he was indeed going to announce any such thing, weren't you?
You see, in the history of the United States, when the president comes to talk about war, he's coming to announce the point of the starting of the operation. And so I think when I heard that he's going to come on air, not during his weekly address, but in his special address, then I thought he was going to tell the whole world that he's going to punish that brutal regime, the thugs that his Secretary of State has described them, to punish them and to let them know that they cannot use chemical weapons against their own people. But that's why it's very surprising that the president decided just to pass the responsibility onto the Congress.
You were saying just now that you were hoping they would intervene so that they could help stop Assad and perhaps end the conflict in Syria. But the U.S. has made it clear that any military action would be very limited in scope. It wouldn't be open-ended, and the goal is not to affect regime change.
That's right. And so it's making his decision more puzzling. He's not declaring war to go to Congress. He is going to punish criminals, war criminals who have been implicated in using gas against their own people. So he had the moral responsibility to act decisively and not to waver and then wait until the debate takes place.
But what is the best case scenario of this possible military action as far as the SNC is concerned? The
best scenario is that this regime will stop killing its own people. It will get the message that they cannot use gas against the Syrian people. But unfortunately, we haven't seen that. So let's hope that tomorrow congressional leaders and the Congress will be more decisive on this issue.
Okay, Louis. Thank you once again. Louis Safi.